From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, January the 12th, 2026. I'm Steve Prentice. BreachForums hacking forum database leaked. The latest iteration of the notorious BreachForums hacking forum has suffered a data leak that has exposed more than 300,000 user accounts and has revealed internal details such as display names, registration dates, and IP addresses. Although most of the leaked IPs map to local loopback addresses, roughly 70,000 records include public IPs, posing security risks for its users and of potential value to law enforcement or researchers. The breached archive also included a PGP private key used by BreachForums administrators, though it remains passphrase protected. BreachForums' current admin claims the leak stems from an old backup exposed briefly during a 2025 restoration and is not a fresh breach. A website named after the Shiny Hunters gang released an archive named breachedforum.7z, but a Shiny Hunters representative denied any affiliation. Instagram breach exposes user data and creates password reset panic. Researchers at Malwarebytes Labs set the online world on edge this past weekend with news of a data breach at Instagram. They warned that usernames, physical addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses of 17.5 million users had been leaked. This prompted a flurry of password reset emails. The researchers had found the database for sale on a cybercrime forum, and although the stolen data wasn't exclusive to Instagram and contained data from external databases such as marketing lists and other leaked customer records, this together allowed online identities to be linked to physical addresses, thus magnifying the personal danger. Experts recommend that Instagram users update their passwords and add 2FA to their accounts, but to do so directly, of course, and not by clicking through a warning email, which itself might be spam. As of this recording, Instagram parent company Meta has yet to make a statement. UK government exempts self from flagship cyber law. The UK's new Cybersecurity and Resilience Bill aims to update outdated cyber regulations and boost protections for critical infrastructure. However, it excludes central and local government bodies from its legal requirements, drawing criticism even as public sector cyber attacks rise. Opponents in Parliament argue that excluding government weakens accountability and creates a double standard, while ministers say government departments will meet equivalent standards via a separate government cyber action plan. Critics remain unconvinced without binding legal duties. Some suggest future or separate legislation could address public sector security, but there is, at the moment, skepticism about the government's commitment. Microsoft may soon allow IT admins to uninstall Copilot. A new policy that allows IT administrators to uninstall Copilot on managed devices is now being tested. The new Remove Microsoft Copilot app policy started rolling out on Friday to systems in some development and beta insider channels. If furthered, the new policy will, quote, apply to devices where the Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft Copilot are both installed, and that the Microsoft Copilot app was not installed by the user, end quote. Huge thanks to our sponsor, ThreatLogger. Want real Zero Trust training? Zero Trust World 2026 delivers hands-on labs and workshops that show CISOs exactly how to implement and maintain Zero Trust in real environments. Join us March 4th through 6th in Orlando, plus a live CISO Series episode on March 6th. You can get $200 off with the code ZTWCISO26 at ztw.com. NSA Cyber Directorate gets new leadership. The National Security Agency has a new leadership roster. David Imbordino, an NSA senior executive who is currently serving as the Directorate's deputy chief, will work in an acting capacity as head of the Cybersecurity Directorate within the NSA. Second in command within that directorate will be Holly Barudi, a senior official at the agency currently based in the United Kingdom. Tim Kosiba has been officially appointed as the Deputy Director of the NSA, the agency's second in command, and is expected to start that role in the coming days. The Director of the NSA, its overall leader, remains William J. Hartman, also in an acting capacity. CISA sunsets 10 directives due to evolution of exploited vulnerabilities catalog. 10 emergency directives that had been issued by the agency have been retired after officials determined, quote, they were redundant, thanks in part to the widely used known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, end quote. The 10 directives were issued between 2019 and 2024, and the agency credits CISA's commitment to operational collaboration across the federal enterprise for their removal. 6 of these are related to Microsoft, with the others related to VMware, F5, and Cisco. A list of the Microsoft vulnerabilities is available in the show notes to this episode. North Korea-linked quishing attacks on the rise. A warning from the FBI about the North Korea-linked APT group Kim Suki continuing to target governments, think tanks, and academic institutions with quishing attacks, which is the use of spear phishing emails containing malicious QR codes, hence the term quishing. These QR images often arrive as email attachments or as embedded graphics, which evade URL inspection, MFA, and sandboxing. Their goal is to trick victims into visiting fake websites or downloading malware. Russian credential stealing campaign targets energy and policy organizations. Russian state-sponsored threat actors from the APT-28 group have been linked to new credential harvesting attacks, this time targeting, quote, individuals associated with a Turkish energy and nuclear research agency, as well as staff affiliated with a European think tank, and organizations in North Macedonia and Uzbekistan, end quote. APT-28 is associated with the main directorate of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, also known as GRU. This attack, though localized, is of interest for everyone because of the fact that, quote, unsuspecting users are redirected to legitimate sites after the credentials are entered on the bogus landing pages, thereby avoiding any red flags, end quote. Did you remember to set a calendar reminder to join us for the Department of No? Don't worry, there is still time. We stream your Monday Cybersecurity Stand-Up each and every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern on the CISO Series YouTube channel. If you want to know how the cybersecurity news of the week applies to your job and team, you need to join us for the Department of No. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.